All right, Nathan, now we want to get to the action here with our archers. Folks, this is our known pro division. Our fifth place qualifier with a score of 432 and 21 bonus rings from Ash Grove, Missouri, shooting for elite Aaron Shaw. Our fourth place qualifier with a score of 438 and 20 bonus rings from Yankton, South Dakota, shooting for Matthews, Stephan Hansen. And our number 3 qualifier with a score of 440 and 22 bonus rings from Millbrook, Alabama, shooting for Hoyt, Robert Householder. Our second place qualifier with a score of 446 and 24 bonus rings from Paris, Tennessee, shooting for Matthews, Ace Coleman. And our number 1 qualifier with a score of 452 and 26 bonus rings from Liberty, Utah, shooting for Matthews, Kyle Douglas. All right, Nathan, now known pro, that means 60-yard max. So we have backed up a couple targets here, starting with number 1, our Stan Javelina, which was 42 yards. Now it's 56.
Ouch.
Our third target, the Gas Bowstrings Howling Wolf, was 47, now 58. And our fifth target, the HHA Lynx, Nathan, we went from 30 yards to 60 yards, max distance.
Ouch. Well, these guys got rangefinders, so that makes it a little bit easier as far as knowing where to set that sight. But you still got to make a great shot. And in this wind, a little bit of wind can make that big arrow that he's shooting.
Oh,
holy smokes.
Aaron Shaw. This is his first shoot down.
60 yards. He shoots 14.
Holy cow. 14
Holy crap.
for Aaron Shaw.
Holy smokes. Oh, I guess when you look at the scoreboard from top to bottom, I mean, holy smokes.
That was Ace Coleman, I think.
Yes, that is.
Or no, that was Kyle Douglas.
No.
On the bedded buck.
No, that's Ace.
Is that Ace?
Yes, that's Ace on the bedded buck. But that's a 12 on the Javelina.
For Aaron Shaw on the Javelina.
Kyle. That was for Kyle.
That was Kyle.
Yes.
I'm all mixed up. I'm not sure who shot what, Nathan. Kyle Douglas.
We're so excited. All we're seeing these rings just go.
A 56-yard javelina. I didn't expect somebody to come out and smoke the 14.
Oh, my gosh.
14 for Ace. Now, that one is the 34-yard Schwacker bedded buck, so okay.
That one makes sense.
I expect to see that one.
And Robert Householder. Oh, my gosh. Look at Scott. Did you see him skip into the target down there?
10 for Robert Householder on the now 58-yard Howling
He was
Wolf.
shooting at the upper, and he missed it by less than a quarter of an inch at 58 yards.
On a ring that he can't see.
And the wind was blowing.
Can't see that ring.
Just stupid impressive.
The Bo Doodle Sheep, this one's 38 yards, remember? And there's a 14.
That's a 14.
Again, 38 yards for Stephan Hansen. I mean, that's the second closest one, so not surprised.
This shot right here. This shot.
Here we go. Aaron Shaw. The 60-yard HHA Lynx 14. Come on.
Wow.
Nathan.
Well, let's get this party started, I think is what he said.
Yeah. What do we always say? This is his first shoot down. He is announcing his presence with authority. Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
There's the field out there. 60 yards, folks. Okay, most people have a reference of half a football field. This is farther than that.
Yeah, farther.
10 yards farther.
At rings you can't see, and a little bit of wind that's actually coming and going. Like right now, it showed up.
Yeah. This is unbelievable. There's Stephan Hansen. Yeah, Stephan. Okay, now he gets the 60-yard link.
See him
next.
shake his head. He shook his head just then like, uh-oh, what do I do here? So he's called upper on this links.
Oh, 10.
10.
To the right.
That's a good shot.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're sitting there like, oh, that's a 60-yard target.
So Aaron shot at the Javelina.
I can't see.
Did you say that's 56?
That's 56 yards. Yep.
Yeah. I can't see where the arrow hit. Is that 8? I
Oh,
believe.
he got an 8 there for Aaron.
Just under that lower 12, which is what he was shooting at. So here we come back up to the Swacker batted buck.
So this is Kyle.
And that naked eye, that looks
pretty good.
it just looks a little bit low, but I'm going to say it's there.
There we go.
Nope, I was totally wrong.
Kyle Douglas.
It was
14.
definitely there.
He practices with Tim Gillingham, so no surprise see him gunning for 14s. Kyle Douglas is our 4-time shooter of the year in this class.
How many times Vegas champion?
I
3?
can't remember. At least 3.
Yeah. We got a 10 for Ace Coleman. That's a long shot.
And now we have Robert Householder on the Bo Doodle Bighorn, and I think he smashed this one.
This is definitely up there in the 14 region. I would say that one's good.
Yep, there it is. 14 for Robert.
Good shot. Hey, perfect look at that on that arrow. Did you see how he had the back of that bushing blacked out with a Sharpie?
Yep.
So it doesn't make a difference here on this field because they're shooting these targets individually.
Right.
But when you're shooting in a group together, those shiny bushings sometimes can be a very good aiming point. And that's a 10.
10 for Stephan.
For Stephan.
Yeah, we should mention, Nathan, for folks who don't know, these archers out here, how they came in here, you know, their class has 60, 70 archers. We shot 20 targets over 2 days, and these are the top 5. These are the top 5 in that division. There we go. After a 14, there's Tommy and Scott skipping to the next one. They were so glad to call that 14. But yeah, that's where Robert would have been shooting in a group, presumably of 4, and if he blacks out everything from what other archers see, they can't see the back of his arrow to aim off of.
Right, and you know, you play offense, you play defense. That's really what this is. You're more involved in the offense, but
right.
If you can play a little defense, you do.
Why not? All right, here we go. 60-yard HHA links. Robert Householder's crack at it. Oh, we shifted back to Stephan on the stand.
Good shot.
Javelina. Here we go. What's Robert going to do?
Dead
Center 10.
And that's the shot I expected to see on that target.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
just say, okay, it's 60 yards.
Even if they do know how far that is, you know, it's 60 yards.
Yeah, a lot can
And there's
happen.
a little wind blowing, and
Stephan, 12.
He did call the upper, so that is 12 points.
Yeah, we have a maximum speed limit, Nathan, of 290 feet per second. That's as fast as they can go. Little variance that can take them to what? What would be like top speed?
It's 3% variance, I believe, so 299 is
299.
max.
Okay.
Like literally, if the chronograph reads 300, you're gone.
You're gone. So we got a 14 there for Aaron Shaw, his second one of the tournament, of the finals, excuse me.
There's your leader,
There's
Kyle Douglas.
Just so steady. Just doesn't make mistakes.
No. Well, on that note, look at the rings that were shot.
10. Yep.
28 rings. Now, one of those is a 14 now.
Yep.
But coming into this, he was 52. He had a score of 452, and he had hit 26 rings. That means he did not have a single-digit score the entire weekend over the course of 40 targets.
Outside the 10.
All 10s and 12s.
That's a solid weekend.
Yeah.
That's why he's shooter of the year.
That's right. There's an 8 on the Bodoodle Bighorn Sheep.
That was Ace Coleman shooting at that. This is his second shoot down this year for Ace Coleman.
Ace has done real well in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive, actually. So that's it.
All right, here's Scott Parrott prepping. He's getting himself in shape. He wants to know. There you go. Look at those magnifiers. You think he's missing calls with those things? No way.
Old Eagle Eye.
Scott Parrott.
You know, earlier you said he had a few gray hair.
Yeah.
That's just because
when they're allowed to grow.
I was going to say, that's just because all he has is a few hairs.
Scott Parrott worked hard out here setting these ranges, getting them competition ready, and he is one of the most fun guys out here. Just a great human being. If you're into ASA, you're going to meet Scott Parrott, and odds are you're going to love him. All right, there's a 14 on the bedded buff for Stephan Hansen. So here's Ace.
He just switched not too long ago to that index finger release.
Yes, he did. Oh, and he got the upper, and he called it. A 12
shot.
60 yards. But there's Robert Householder on the stand. Jabalina was his first shot.
He called the upper as well, and I think he got that one, but Scott's getting ready to tell us.
Yeah, he's already got it out.
That's a 12.
That's a 12. 56 yards once again, Nathan. Especially on that target with those dots. I get confused. I can see them when I look through my binoculars. Take the binoculars down. I can't remember which dot I'm supposed to aim at. Well, that's why I'm sitting here and they're out there.
That is a
Stephan
14.
Hansen. Another 14.
That takes him to 488.
Now we're coming over to Aaron Shaw.
That's
I don't know if he went 14 hunting, but or if he called upper. He did not call upper.
Hey,
Yeah,
I would say he was
14.
Yeah, shooting at the 14 on that one. So that's going to move Aaron to a 476.
Here's Kyle Douglas, and he did call upper.
It's got to be the bottom of it, just naked eye looking at that without binoculars or...
Survey says. Got it.
12.
Kyle Douglas with a 12.
Puts him at 500 points.
Adding to his bonus rings.
And then we're going all the way out here to the 60-yard HHA Lynx target.
So, Nathan, we mentioned that 60 yards, and this is our first year. So the ASA did that. Let's see this.
Smashed it.
Let's see this upper 12
Smashed it.
first for Ace Coleman. Let's give him his credit. 60-yard target smashes an upper 12. But they did that to kind of... the field was so packed and the scores were getting so high, they just wanted to make it a little bit more challenging. So they increased it to 60. And Kyle Douglas today, when I was talking to him, he said, yeah, it did make it more challenging, and guys are now figuring out how to meet that challenge.
Yeah, and you know, I think you're going to have some variance in that from week to week. So let's just say Foley. It can be a very open event as far as the terrain that they're shooting the 40 targets. Let's just call it the qualifying section because, I mean, you have to make this shoot-off out there by shooting 40 targets. So we'll say that's qualification. It can be really open, and if it's windy, you wouldn't want to be using a 25 diameter shaft. You'd want to shoot something small. But now when we come here, we're in deep ponds.
Super thick.
Even if it's really, really windy, 10 typically it's going to be good inside the woods as far as wind. Dead center 10. And so
safe play.
I could see how that would change from event to event, and these guys literally might have to have multiple setups ready for whatever they're getting ready to compete in.
Yeah. We saw somebody shooting at the bedded buck was low, that 14. Let's look at Ace Coleman. But we're going to go around to...
So they're at the Stan Javelina target, and that's Ace Coleman for a 10.
He shot a 10. Okay.
So that's going to move him to 500 points now, which ties Kyle Douglas before we score Kyle's arrow. So Kyle has a 10-point lead. Now, we've talked about this in the other class, but you have to be within 10 points of the leader to actually go to a 6th and final arrow.
Yep.
So we have an 8 for Robert Householder.
Yeah, Stephan, he's going to need a bonus ring to get in there. What did he do? Stephan's at the Gas Bowstrings Howling Wolf, and he did call upper. He's in that vicinity.
It's close. I'm going to say that's in before they call it.
Here we go.
Let's just see.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay.
That puts him at 500 points.
And we know Kyle shot a 10 on his last one. Uh-oh. Whoa, the Coldplay kiss cam there. We too soon for that, folks.
So we have a 14 shot here at the Bowdoodle Bighorn Sheep. It looks like it's a little bit high for Aaron Shaw.
Yep.
It's going to be an 8. So that's going to move him to 484.
Now, Kyle.
If Kyle hits a 12 here, if that was a 12, it's game over.
Yep. He called upper. I'm pretty sure he's in the center 10. Yeah, he just shook his head. Yep, that's a 10. I mean, we're sitting here, and he's shaking his head. 10. Center 10 on a 60-yard HHA link.
You know why he's shaking his head? Do you know why?
Because he's
PJ?
Kyle Douglas.
Well, yeah, for sure. But he's a winner. He's a killer, all right? So he knows that even though he's got a 10-point lead, so they're I stopped mid-sentence because I was listening. Yeah, so I was making sure.
Yeah.
Because I know it's anyone within 10, but I wasn't sure if they were saying 10, like you had to be closer than 10 points.
Right.
So, long story short here, with that shaking of the head that he just did on that target, he knows that it could have been over. Right there. Right there. And
could have ended it. That was the knockout punch.
Even though he's like still thinking here, hey, I got one more shot to make.
I believe, he's
chances are really high he's going to win.
10 points over Ace and Stephan. But you're right, Nathan. If you don't have to shoot that one, you can win it sooner.
Yeah.
Do it.
And he's going to have to ride home with Gillingham. So Gillingham will probably be telling him the entire trip, hey, I won mine in 5. It took you 6. What's your problem?
Why didn't you hit that last one? You know, you are exactly right. Tim will absolutely do that. All right, here we go. Stephan Hansen is going to be up first. We don't know. He's shooting at the last chance archery, last chance arrow is the Wolverine. We don't know the distance, but
it's probably 50 yards
it's
anyway.
In that vicinity for sure.
So really, this is a second and third place shoot-off.
For sure.
Obviously.
And thousands of dollars.
That's
difference.
True. That's true. And you've got, obviously, Ace has the advantage on the bonus rings.
Mm-hmm.
So Stephan has to hit something here that's going to outscore what Ace can do. A bonus ring is not going to help if Stephan matches it.
No worse than third
if Ace
for either of them.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
So 14, why not? He's already in third place, so 14.
Yeah. Stephan's such a good shooter.
Yeah.
So solid.
Oh, straight over it.
So this really eases the pressure for Ace now.
Yep. That's a 5, so if he hits the target, he stays in second place.
Yes. Yeah.
So 14 for sure to try and put some pressure on Kyle. If he shoots a 5 or an 8, Kyle doesn't have to shoot.
Yeah, I don't even, if I was in that position, I think I'd just center up and shoot the middle of the 10 ring. I'm not conceding second place, but it's if you shoot a 14.
Come on, Nathan. Yeah, I'm going for the 14.
Yeah, PJ, I've seen you do your shots of the week. I know what those
Come
look
on,
like.
Nathan. We didn't have to go there. All right, Ace Coleman. It's in his hands.
Right. We can talk about this all we want,
Yeah.
what we would do, but we're sitting over here.
We're sitting here. Ace is out there. After an excellent weekend. That's the deer listening to me and Nathan talk. All right, Ace. Do whatever works for you.
Well, it won't take long. He's a quick shot. He called upper 12.
Upper, and I think he got it.
I think he got it. Yep.
Oh, that's might be just left, Nathan.
Yeah, you're right.
He might have just missed that connector. I thought he had it. But I think he stayed at 10.
But regardless, that's 10 points.
That's a 10. Yep.
And
10 for Ace Coleman.
And that gets him second place. Kyle doesn't have to shoot.
Kyle doesn't have to shoot. Bonus rings. He already won it.
Yeah.
Kyle is your champ. Are we
All you
going
need
to
to
have
do
him
is hit
shoot?
foam.
Do we have a special deal?
You've
Let's
got more
listen to
bonus
Josh.
rings, but it'd be way more fun to hit foam. All right. You want to play that game? Shoot him in the eyeball. If you hit him in the eyeball, you will give a target away afterwards.
Here we go.
Oh, Mr. Alparelli from Delta McKenzie said he will give away a bighorn if you can shoot that Wolverine.
Nathan.
Tell us about that, PJ.
The biggest target on the field, the bighorn sheep, if Kyle hits this Wolverine in the eye. And Nathan, like you said, it's in the vicinity of 50 yards.
Oh, yeah. I would probably say it's a little bit over.
And I think it's quartered away from him a little bit. That's a...
The camera angle is actually really good. Well, it was really good before that shot. There you go. That's about what he's trying to shoot at right there. That angle at the eye. So that's barely catching the target. So
Come
he
on,
could miss
Kyle.
this thing.
Hit it.
But I bet he don't.
Oh, just under it.
Just under it.
Oh, man.
Chicken. That's what he was. He was
Just under it.
He is the Open Pro champion, though.
Kyle Douglas wins known pro.
I said Open Pro.
Open pro, known pro. So Kyle is going to take home the double win this weekend. Shooter of the year and Classic champ.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a big payday for Kyle Douglas.
That's huge.
That's huge. Folks, we're talking vicinity of $30,000 that he just won there.
So I know Kyle pretty well, and I'm guessing that's going to be a couple more hunts this fall.
That's going to elk hunting somewhere. I can promise you that. Here he comes over to the headset. He's got him on there. Kyle Douglas, you just completed the double win there. ASA Classic champ and shooter of the year. How's it feel?
That's pretty good. I've done that once before, I believe, and that's a pretty good feeling when you can kind of cap off the year and get both of those done at the same time.
So, Kyle, you did not miss a 10 ring or a 12 or a 14 that you shot at all weekend. So there was no 8s on the scorecard. Does that does that hurt a little bit shooting that Wolverine through the snout?
Nah, that's just a bonus.
Awesome display of shooting this weekend. So impressed. Your talent level is just obviously cream of the crop. And I just want to be the first to congratulate you.
Thank you.
4th shooter of the year in a row, Kyle. How does that feel capping off a season like this?
That's pretty cool. You know, the level of competition we got out here is just incredible, and it keeps getting better and better every year. So to be able to do that, it's pretty neat. I don't know how I've been able to pull that off, but I'll keep trying to do it again as hard as I can.
All right, Kyle, congratulations. 2025 ASA Known Pro Classic champ and shooter of the year.
Thanks, guys.
All right, folks, stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We will be back, and we're going to start judging. Unknown Distance is up next.